Archangel Michael says, "Today the heavens are trembling, and the angels are in awe because you still do not know what happened last night." Something divine unfolded in the unseen realm, and its power is reaching you now. This moment is not ordinary, and I have been sent to awaken your heart to the truth before it is too late. If you believe God is working in your life, comment "Amen" right now to declare your faith. Do not let this pass you by, for this is your last chance to open your heart before the blessings unfold in ways you cannot imagine. Last night, a battle was fought in the heavens for your soul, your family, and your destiny. The forces of darkness tried to surround you, but the hand of God moved with authority, sending His angels to guard you through the night. You are here today because heaven fought for you when you could not see it. God's divine shield was upon you, and nothing could destroy the purpose He has placed within you. I was sent to deliver this truth to you, so you do not walk in doubt but in the confidence of God's everlasting protection. There are moments in life when heaven speaks louder than your fears, and last night was one of those moments. The Lord has declared victory over battles you never even knew existed. His presence stood between you and the plans of the enemy, and His mercy poured over your life like a river. This is why you are reading this now, because God wants you to know you are chosen, favored, and deeply loved. If you trust this divine protection over your life, comment 1111 to affirm your faith. You must understand, beloved soul, that the events of last night were not random. They were divine alignments orchestrated by God Himself to push you toward your breakthrough. Every closed door, every unanswered prayer, every delay you faced has been shifting into place for this very season. What the enemy planned to harm you, God has turned into a testimony that will shake the ground beneath your doubts. Heaven is declaring that a new chapter has begun for you, and you must walk into it with unwavering trust. Listen carefully, for this is urgent. There is a window of grace open right now, and God is calling you to step into it with faith. Do not delay, for the spiritual realm moves quickly when divine instructions are released. If you are reading this, it is because you were chosen to receive this confirmation. God's favor surrounds you like a shield, and His angels are watching over every step you take. You are not forgotten, and you are not abandoned. The Lord has placed His seal upon you, marking you for blessings that cannot be stolen. Last night, the heavenly scrolls were opened, and your name was spoken in the courts of heaven. Promises once delayed are now being released into your life. Your prayers have reached the throne, and God has commanded a shift in your story. If you believe the doors of heaven are opening for you right now, comment 222 to declare your trust in His timing. Do not allow fear to take hold of your heart. The enemy wants you to believe that you are forgotten, but the opposite is true. God has remembered you, and your faith has placed you in the center of His divine plan. Every trial you endured was preparing you for the glory about to unfold. This is the moment where miracles become reality and prayers turn into testimonies. There is a stirring in the heavens, and the angels are rejoicing because they have seen the blessings set apart for you. They are standing at the gates of your breakthrough, ready to deliver what has been prepared for your life. God is moving pieces you cannot see and aligning hearts, opportunities, and resources for your divine favor. You are stepping into a season of restoration, healing, and unimaginable breakthroughs. I must remind you, beloved, that faith is the key to unlocking what God has promised. Do not let doubt silence your blessings. Stand firm, for the Creator of heaven and earth is fighting for you. When He speaks, nothing can stand against His will. Every mountain in your path is being moved, and every storm surrounding you is being calmed by His voice. This is the moment to believe, even if your eyes cannot yet see it. The angels are ready, and heaven is watching your response. Do not turn away from this divine revelation. Open your heart fully, surrender your fears, and trust that God is already ahead of you, making a way where there seems to be none. His power knows no limits, and His love for you has no measure. What He began last night, He will finish, and it will bring glory to His name through your life. Archangel Michael says, "The heavens are still trembling, and the angels remain in awe because of what unfolded last night." Something sacred shifted in the spiritual realm, and you are standing at the edge of its manifestation right now. God has set divine movements into place that cannot be stopped, and I have been sent to ensure you do not miss what He has prepared for you. If you believe God is working on your behalf, comment 333 right now to declare your faith and stand firm in His promises. Last night, the heavenly armies descended to guard you while you slept. There was a clash between light and darkness, and the plans meant to harm you were scattered by the authority of the Most High. You survived the unseen battle not by chance but by divine purpose. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeated daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Every tear you have shed, every burden you have carried, has reached the throne of God, and His mercy was poured upon your life. This is why you are here at this moment, reading these words, because heaven has aligned this moment for your breakthrough. There are seasons when God moves in silence, and then there are moments when He moves with power so great that all of heaven stands still. Last night was one of those moments. The Lord spoke over your destiny, and the chains that bound you began to break. Prayers that seemed unanswered have been released into your favor, and doors that felt forever closed are beginning to open. This is not coincidence but divine timing. Your life is entering a season where miracles will become your reality, and testimonies will flow from your lips. The angels are watching over you, beloved, and their wings are stretched wide to shield you from every hidden attack. There were traps set against you, but none of them succeeded because the Lord declared you untouchable. You are marked by heaven, chosen by name, and carried in the hands of the Almighty. Every step you take is ordered by God, and no power of darkness can alter the path He has written for you. If you trust this protection over your life, comment 555 to confirm your belief in God's shield around you. The spiritual realm is alive with movement, and heaven has dispatched warriors to stand guard around your destiny. I was among them, leading the charge to ensure your name was lifted before the throne. The battle was fierce, but the victory is yours because God Himself fought for you. Remember this always: when God fights for you, no weapon formed against you can prosper. You were not preserved for no reason, you were saved for a purpose far greater than you know. Beloved soul, you must understand this truth: God has chosen you. Among millions, He has placed His hand upon your life and declared you set apart. Your pain was not wasted, your struggles were not unnoticed, and your prayers were not ignored. Every challenge you faced was shaping you for the calling that is now unfolding. Last night marked a turning point, a divine shift, where your story began to align fully with God's perfect will. The waiting season is ending, and the doors of favor are opening before you now. Do not let fear grip your heart in this hour. The same God who commands the stars by name has commanded blessings into your life. The same voice that calmed the raging seas is calming the storm surrounding you. Every delay, every detour, and every unanswered question is now being rearranged for your good. Heaven is orchestrating details you cannot yet see, and soon you will stand in awe of how perfectly God has aligned everything for your breakthrough. There is power in your faith, and the angels respond to the words you speak in belief. Do not speak defeat, beloved, but declare victory even before it arrives. The Lord has already gone before you to prepare the way, and His promises cannot return void. If you have been waiting for a sign, this is it, the confirmation your heart has longed for. God has heard you, He has seen you, and He is moving now in ways that will exceed your deepest prayers. The heavens are rejoicing, for your name has been lifted higher than you know. Scrolls were opened last night, and blessings long held back have been released. There is a fresh wind of favor blowing over your life, carrying restoration to what was lost and multiplying what remains. Every promise God spoke over you is coming into alignment, and no force in existence can delay what He has declared. If you believe your season of miracles has arrived, comment 777 to step into agreement with Heaven's plan. Beloved, keep your heart open and your spirit surrendered, for what God is doing in this season is unlike anything you have seen before. The attacks you faced were evidence of the greatness inside you. The resistance you endured revealed the weight of the blessings awaiting you. Hold on to your faith and stay rooted in God's love, for the promises written over your life are unfolding now. The battle has been won, the victory has been spoken, and the time to walk into your destiny has arrived. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven is still in awe of what unfolded last night, and the spiritual realm has not been silent since." There was a divine intervention, a shift so powerful that even the angels bowed before the glory of God's plan. You are standing in the aftermath of a heavenly battle that was fought on your behalf. This moment has been prepared for you, and nothing about it is ordinary. If you believe God has chosen you for this season, comment 999 to declare your trust in His perfect will. Beloved soul, the events of last night were not hidden from heaven, and they are not meant to remain hidden from you. While the world around you slept, the Lord released his angels to war against forces that sought to derail your destiny. I led them as we stood guard over your life, protecting every prayer, every promise, and every plan that God has ordained for you. The enemy tried to close doors meant to bless you, but the hand of God moved swiftly, tearing down every scheme and breaking every chain meant to bind you. Understand this: you are alive right now because God's mercy prevailed. Where the enemy sought to harm you, God built a wall of fire around you. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Where darkness attempted to silence your hope, heaven spoke louder, declaring victory over your name. What happened last night was not random, it was intentional. You have been preserved for a divine purpose that cannot be stopped. No force on earth or in the spiritual realm has authority to cancel what the Creator has ordained. There are seasons in life when God moves quietly, and there are seasons when He moves with power so great that everything in existence must take notice. Last night was a season of power. Divine decrees were spoken over your life, and the heavens opened to pour out favor, healing, and restoration. Doors long shut are being unlocked, relationships are being mended, and opportunities are aligning in ways you cannot yet see. If you believe God's timing is perfect for your breakthrough, comment 1010 to step into agreement with His plan. Beloved, you must hold on to this truth: God has not forgotten you. Every tear you cried was collected, and every prayer you whispered was heard. The silence you faced was never rejection but preparation. Heaven has been aligning your steps, waiting for this exact moment to release blessings that were preserved specifically for you. What was delayed is no longer denied. What was withheld is being released. What was lost is being restored sevenfold. You have been chosen by name, set apart by God Himself, and sealed with His protection. Last night, while darkness plotted in secret, your name was spoken in the courts of heaven. Angels were dispatched with instructions concerning your destiny, carrying answers to prayers you thought had been forgotten. The Lord has declared, it is time, and no power of darkness can stand against His word. You are stepping into a new chapter where your story will glorify His name. I tell you this with urgency because your faith must rise to meet the blessings coming your way. Do not let fear or doubt rob you of what God has already written for you. The Lord is calling you to trust beyond what your eyes can see and to believe beyond what your circumstances show. When the enemy whispers lies, remember this: the Creator of heaven and earth has already decided your victory. His hand is upon you, His angels surround you, and His Spirit goes before you to make the way straight. Heaven is celebrating even now, for your breakthrough has been released. The sound of rejoicing fills the throne room as scrolls are being unsealed, revealing promises written over your life since the beginning of time. What you thought was impossible is becoming possible by His power. What you believed was over is being renewed by His grace. God is bringing you into alignment with His divine plan, and the transformation unfolding in your life will leave no doubt that His hand is upon you. Do not be distracted by what you see around you, beloved. The battle you are facing is not against flesh and blood but against powers you cannot see. Yet even in this, you have already won because the Lord fights for you. When He commands, every storm must cease. When He speaks, every mountain must move. His presence is stronger than any opposition, and His promises are unshakable. If you believe the victory has already been won, comment 12:12 to affirm your faith in His power. Beloved, listen closely. The time to walk boldly into your destiny is now. Do not allow fear to chain you to your past or doubt to hold you from your future. You are covered, you are protected, and you are deeply loved by the Creator who formed you. Last night marked the beginning of a divine turning point in your life. From this moment forward, expect doors to open suddenly, expect miracles to manifest swiftly, and expect breakthroughs to arrive abundantly. Heaven has moved, and now it is your time to rise. Archangel Michael says, "The angels are still gathered, whispering in awe about what happened last night, because the magnitude of God's movement was beyond anything seen in a long time." The heavens opened, beloved, and the power of the Almighty swept through realms both seen and unseen. Chains were broken, assignments of darkness were cancelled, and blessings long delayed were set into motion. This is why you cannot walk away from this moment casually. If you believe God is shifting your life into a divine season, comment 15:15 to stand in agreement with heaven. Last night, your name echoed in the heavenly courts, and scrolls containing your destiny were unsealed. The Lord reviewed the promises written over your life and commanded angels to deliver what has been held back. It was not by accident but by divine orchestration. The enemy tried to block your blessings, but heaven's decree silenced every accusation against you. The weight of your struggles was lifted, and the path before you has begun to clear. This is the reason your spirit feels stirred today, because something has shifted permanently in your favor. Beloved soul, I need you to understand the depth of God's love for you. While you were unaware, the King of Kings declared over your life that you are chosen, set apart, and protected. Every force that rose against you has been scattered. You may not see it yet with your natural eyes, but the victory is already established. God's hand has been on you since the beginning, and last night, He reaffirmed His covenant over your life. Your prayers have not been forgotten, and your faith has not been wasted. There is power in this hour, and the Spirit of God is calling you to rise higher in faith. What was broken is being restored, and what was stolen is being returned to you sevenfold. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch, and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Miracles are no longer a distant promise, they are at your door, ready to unfold in your life. Divine alignments are happening right now, and the Lord is positioning you for favor you cannot yet comprehend. If you believe restoration is coming, comment 1717 to declare your trust in His timing. Heaven has assigned angels to guard the blessings that are now being released into your hands. We have stood at your side through battles unseen, shielding you from harm and protecting what belongs to you. Every hidden snare set against you has been exposed and destroyed. Every delay has been reversed, and every obstacle is being moved out of your path. You are stepping into a season where what once seemed impossible will become reality by God's power. Beloved, hear this truth: the attacks you faced were never about your present, they were always about your future. The resistance was so intense because the calling on your life is so great. The enemy tried to silence your faith, but instead, it has only grown stronger. Last night marked the shift where the plans of darkness were overturned by the light of God's glory. Heaven has spoken on your behalf, and the verdict has been sealed: you are victorious. I see angels rejoicing, for the blessings once restrained are now set free to flow into your life. Promises spoken over you before you were even born are coming to life. This is why your spirit has felt the weight of warfare. It was the final push before breakthrough. Beloved soul, the time has come for you to walk boldly into the purpose God has prepared for you. No longer will you live beneath the calling placed upon your life. No longer will you be bound by fear or uncertainty. The Spirit of the Lord is pouring strength into your heart right now. He is breathing fresh hope into places where you felt weary and restoring your vision where it had grown dim. Where you thought doors were closed forever, He is opening new pathways. Where you felt forgotten, He is reminding you that you are seen, known, and deeply loved. If you believe that God has chosen you for this divine season, comment Amen to affirm your faith and receive His promises. Do not let doubt cloud this moment, beloved. The same God who parted seas and calmed raging storms is the same God who fights for you today. His power is limitless, His promises unshakable, and His timing perfect. Your trials have not defined you, they have refined you. Everything you walked through has prepared you for the abundance now being released. Trust that even now, unseen hands are working in your favor, arranging blessings that will exceed your expectations. Beloved, I tell you this with urgency: the season you are entering is sacred. Handle it with faith. Guard your heart, strengthen your spirit, and stay rooted in God's Word, for the days ahead will reveal the fullness of His glory over your life. What began last night in the heavenly realm is unfolding even now in your earthly reality. The shift has already started, and the manifestation of God's promises is at hand. Heaven has moved, and now it is your time to rise and claim what belongs to you. Archangel Michael says, last night, the heavens witnessed something extraordinary, and the angels are still whispering about the power of God that was revealed. A divine decree was spoken, beloved, and it carried your name. The plans of the enemy were dismantled, and the blessings written for you were released into motion. Everything has changed in the unseen realm, and now, the effects are beginning to reach you. If you believe that God is opening new doors in your life, comment 777 to step into agreement with His divine plan. Beloved soul, you need to understand the magnitude of what happened. Heaven rose up in power, and the armies of angels descended to surround you. There were forces sent against you, plans formed in secret, but they did not succeed. The shield of God was upon you, and His angels fought relentlessly on your behalf. You are preserved because you are chosen. You are still here because your purpose cannot be erased by any power of darkness. This is why your spirit feels so stirred today, because the heavens have declared victory over your life. The courts of heaven were filled last night, and your name was spoken before the throne. The Father reviewed the promises written over you since the beginning of time, and He commanded that nothing shall stand in the way of your destiny. The scrolls of favor were opened, and assignments of breakthrough were released. I was there, leading the angels who carried blessings prepared specifically for you, blessings that no hand of the enemy can touch or delay any longer. God has remembered you, beloved, and His mercy has gone before you. This is the hour where faith must rise above fear. Do not let your current circumstances blind you to what heaven has already accomplished. The Lord has declared you victorious, and His decree cannot be overturned. Where there was lack, there will be abundance. Where there was sickness, there will be healing. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. The shift that took place last night has set into motion a season of divine restoration, and you are stepping into it right now. Beloved, I need you to see what heaven has already revealed. The obstacles you have faced were never meant to destroy you, they were meant to position you. Every closed door, every delay, every battle, it all prepared you for this exact moment. The angels have seen what is coming, and they are rejoicing, for the blessings approaching your life are greater than anything you have imagined. If you believe your breakthrough has already begun, comment 1111 to declare your faith in God's perfect timing. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed, a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The Lord's presence covered you last night like a mighty shield. There were storms forming against you in the spiritual realm, but they could not touch you. The darkness tried to steal your joy, your peace, and your future, but God commanded it to fall back. You are marked by His light, and no shadow can overtake you. You are covered in the blood of the Lamb, and that covering is your victory. Heaven is standing guard over you, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. The angels have gone before you, preparing the way for open doors and divine alignments. Promises that once seemed far away are now within reach, and opportunities long delayed are suddenly unfolding. You will soon step into moments where you will see God's hand so clearly that there will be no doubt He has been orchestrating every detail. Trust Him even when the path feels uncertain, for His plans are always greater than your understanding. Beloved, last night was not just a spiritual battle, it was a declaration of your identity. Heaven reminded the enemy of who you are and whose you are. You are a child of the Most High, called by name, chosen before the foundations of the world. Every lie spoken over you has been cancelled, every curse broken, and every chain destroyed. This is the season where God's power will be revealed through your life, and testimonies will pour from your lips. I see the angels preparing to deliver answers to prayers you have long carried in silence. The petitions you thought had been forgotten have reached the throne, and the Father has responded with favor. Blessings are being released, breakthroughs are unfolding, and miracles are manifesting. The time of waiting is over, beloved. Heaven has moved, and your story is shifting in ways you cannot yet comprehend. If you trust God's hand over your life, comment 222 to declare your confidence in His promises. Beloved soul, hold this close to your heart. God has not only fought for you, but He has gone ahead of you. He has stepped into your future and aligned it with His glory. Every detail of your destiny has been carefully written by His hand, and He has declared that no force can stand in its way. Last night marked the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with restoration, miracles, and divine favor. Heaven has made its move, and now it is your turn to walk boldly into the blessings prepared for you. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, the heavens are still rejoicing over what happened last night because God's power moved in ways beyond human understanding. The angels are in awe, and the spiritual realm has not stopped speaking your name. A divine judgment was rendered in the courts of heaven, and you were declared victorious. The chains that held you back were shattered, and your path has been cleared by the hand of the Almighty. If you believe that God has already begun releasing blessings into your life, comment 1212 to step into agreement with His divine will." Last night, while the world slept, a battle raged in the unseen realm. Darkness tried to close in around you, but the fire of God's presence rose as a shield. The angels of the Lord surrounded you like mighty warriors, guarding your destiny and defending your purpose. Every trap laid against you was destroyed before it could touch you. You are still here because heaven has preserved you for such a time as this. Nothing about this moment is by chance. I want you to understand this truth: your name was spoken before the throne of God. The Father remembered your prayers, your tears, and your faith, even when you thought no one noticed. He saw the nights you stayed awake in silence, battling fears, and the days you carried burdens in your heart. Last night, the heavens opened, and God's decree was released over your life. It is time. Time for blessings. Time for restoration. Time for answers you have been waiting for. Beloved, you may not yet see it, but the shift has already begun. What was broken is being healed. What was delayed is being accelerated. What was lost is being returned. The spiritual gates have opened, and what God has promised is flowing toward you even now. Trust what you cannot yet see, for the angels are carrying instructions and blessings to every area of your life. If you believe the Lord is aligning your destiny, comment 1717 to declare your faith in His timing. Heaven has revealed that you are marked by divine favor. You are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, and you are not overlooked. The very battles you faced were proof of your value in God's kingdom. The greater the warfare, the greater the calling upon your life. Last night, when darkness thought it could break you, heaven declared your victory. You are standing in the light of God's covenant, and nothing can remove His covering from you. Beloved soul, the angels are rejoicing because they have seen what is being prepared for you. Doors you thought were permanently closed are unlocking. Opportunities you thought were lost are returning multiplied. Relationships meant to bless your journey are being restored, and resources are being released from unexpected places. God's hand is arranging divine alignments that will place you exactly where you need to be at the appointed time. Nothing and no one can stop what He has ordained. I was there last night, leading the army of angels sent to fight on your behalf. I saw the plans of the enemy crumble under the authority of the Most High. Where curses were spoken, God replaced them with blessings. Where fear tried to rise, faith took its place. Where doors were slammed shut, heaven swung them wide open. The favor written over your life was reaffirmed, and no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Beloved, this is not a season to walk in fear but in boldness. Lift your head and know that you are a child of the King. He has clothed you in strength, crowned you with His glory, and positioned you for victory. You have survived every storm because His hand has never left you. Do not doubt now when heaven has already confirmed what belongs to you. Hold on to your faith, for you are stepping into blessings greater than you have imagined. The Spirit of the Lord is stirring in your life right now. He is touching places in your heart that have long been wounded, bringing healing where there was pain and hope where there was despair. The Lord is breathing new life into your dreams and setting your feet on solid ground. The same God who parted seas and raised the dead is moving on your behalf today. If you believe His power is limitless, comment Amen to affirm your trust in Him. Beloved, let your heart be still and know this: you are deeply loved. Heaven is not silent concerning you. God has seen every moment, heard every prayer, and counted every tear. Last night marked a turning point, and from this moment forward, you are walking under an open heaven. The angels are guarding you, the Holy Spirit is guiding you, and the favor of the Lord surrounds you like a shield. Step boldly into what has been prepared, for your season of breakthrough has already begun. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, the heavens are still alive with the sound of rejoicing over what unfolded last night." The power of God moved through realms unseen, and every angel witnessed His authority in full glory. What happened was not ordinary, it was divine, and it carries your name within it. Scrolls were opened, decrees were written, and blessings that had been withheld are now on their way to you. If you believe that heaven has begun to release divine favor into your life, comment 333 to align your spirit with His plan. Last night, there was a heavenly gathering unlike any other. The Lord summoned His angels, and your name was spoken before the throne. Every prayer you thought had been forgotten was placed before Him, and every tear you shed was recorded. God saw the weight you carried and declared, "Enough." The warfare surrounding you has been broken, and the chains that bound your blessings have been shattered. Today, you are walking beneath an open heaven where favor flows freely and abundantly. Beloved, you must understand this. The events of last night were a divine turning point. The enemy's plans to derail your destiny were confronted and destroyed. The battles you have faced were not random, they were evidence of your calling. The greater the resistance, the greater the anointing over your life. God has set you apart, chosen you by name, and sealed you for His glory. Last night, He reminded every power in existence that you belong to Him and Him alone. The angels stood guard around you while the presence of God moved mightily on your behalf. Assignments of darkness were cancelled, and heavenly instructions were released concerning your future. The Lord is aligning people, opportunities, and resources to fulfill what He has promised you. Doors that seemed permanently closed are unlocking now. Obstacles that once seemed impossible are falling one by one. The shift has already begun, and you are stepping into a season where miracles will become your reality. Beloved soul, do not allow fear or doubt to cloud what God has already accomplished for you. Faith is the bridge that connects heaven's promises to your earthly reality. Right now, you are walking in the aftermath of a divine victory, even if your eyes cannot yet see the fullness of it. The angels have gone before you, preparing the way for blessings to manifest suddenly. If you trust that your breakthrough has already been released, comment 555 to declare your faith boldly. I must tell you this with urgency: the heavens have set a seal over your name. No word spoken against you will prosper, no weapon formed against you will succeed, and no curse spoken over your life will remain. Last night, God's hand covered you, His Spirit surrounded you, and His angels protected you from every unseen attack. You are marked by His light, and every force of darkness knows it. You are untouchable because the blood of the Lamb has covered your life. The Father has commanded restoration over every area where you have experienced loss. What was stolen from you is being returned multiplied. Where relationships were broken, healing is coming. Where opportunities were denied, new doors are being opened by His hand. The Lord is rebuilding everything the enemy tried to destroy, and He is doing it swiftly. You are stepping into a season where His glory will be revealed through you in ways that will silence every doubt. Beloved, listen closely, the angels are carrying your blessings even now. They are releasing answers to prayers you prayed in silence and granting you favor where others counted you out. The very areas where you faced rejection will become the places where God shows His greatest power. People will see the evidence of His hand upon your life, and they will know that His favor surrounds you like a shield. If you believe God is positioning you for uncommon blessings, comment 11:11 to step into alignment with His promises. The Spirit of God has declared a new chapter over your life, and nothing can reverse it. Every hardship you endured was preparing you for this moment of divine unveiling. Heaven has shifted in your favor, and earth must now respond to God's command. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The blessings released last night are not temporary, they are generational. They will overflow into your family, your household, and every aspect of your future. You are stepping into a season where testimonies will multiply and miracles will follow you wherever you go. Beloved soul, I tell you this because heaven wants you to know how chosen you are. You are not here by accident, you are here because God's hand is upon you. Last night marked the beginning of a divine season where His power, presence, and promises are being revealed in your life like never before. Be still, trust His timing, and walk in faith. The shift has already happened, the battle has already been won, and the blessings are already on their way to you. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, the angels are still gathered, their voices filled with awe, because what happened last night was unlike anything seen before. The power of God moved through the heavens and touched the earth in ways beyond human understanding. A decree was spoken, your name was written upon it, and the path of your destiny shifted in an instant. Everything that stood against you was overturned, and heaven has begun to pour out blessings that cannot be stopped. If you believe this is your season of divine fulfillment, comment 222 to declare your faith right now." Last night, the Lord commanded His armies of angels to surround you. There was a war fought for your heart, your family, your future, and your purpose. I led those who were sent to shield you, and not a single weapon formed against you could prevail. The forces of darkness tried to place walls around your breakthrough, but God Himself broke through those barriers with His mighty hand. You are standing today because heaven fought for you when you could not fight for yourself. Beloved, hear this with your spirit, your name was spoken before the throne of grace. The Father reviewed the promises He placed upon your life before you were even born, and He commanded their release. There is no power in existence strong enough to stop what He has set in motion. Doors are opening that no one can shut, and the favor of God is positioning you for a season you never thought possible. What you thought was delayed has simply been preserved for this very moment. Heavenly scrolls were opened, and your future was declared victorious. The angels rejoiced as the Father's voice thundered over your destiny, removing every limitation and breaking every curse. The plans meant to harm you have been dismantled, and the blessings assigned to you have been set free. You may not see the full picture yet, but beloved, the shift has already begun. This is why your spirit feels so stirred, why your heart feels awakened, because heaven is aligning everything for your good. Beloved soul, the events of last night are directly connected to the promises God has spoken over you. Your season of preparation is over, and your season of manifestation has begun. You are entering a time where prayers you thought were forgotten will suddenly be answered. The years of struggle are giving way to restoration, abundance, and divine alignment. If you trust that God's perfect timing is unfolding, comment 1515 to step into agreement with His plan. The angels are moving even now, carrying blessings into places where your name has been spoken. They are preparing opportunities, unlocking doors, and setting divine connections into place. What seemed impossible yesterday is becoming reality today because the Creator of heaven and earth has commanded it to be so. The weight of delay has been lifted, and the favor of God is going before you to make a way where there seemed to be none. Beloved, remember this: every trial you faced was shaping you for the calling on your life. Nothing was wasted, not the pain, not the tears, not the waiting. Heaven has used it all to prepare you for the extraordinary season you are about to enter. Where you were once rejected, you will now be celebrated. Where you once lacked, you will now overflow. Where you once battled fear, you will now walk in boldness, covered by God's unshakable promises. The Father has commanded restoration over every area of your life. The blessings released last night are not just for today, they are generational. What is being placed in your hands will extend to your family, your household, and those connected to you. God is rebuilding foundations and planting seeds that will bear fruit for years to come. What you thought was over is coming back greater than before because His power has rewritten your story. Beloved soul, I was there when the enemy's accusations were silenced. I heard the Father declare over your life, no more delays, no more hindrances, no more chains. That decree shook the heavens and broke barriers that stood against you for years. Your breakthrough is not coming, it has already been released. All you must do now is walk forward in faith, trusting the God who has already gone before you. The angels are rejoicing, for they have seen the blessings assigned to your name. There are miracles unfolding, answers being delivered, and breakthroughs aligning perfectly with heaven's timing. Do not let fear or doubt blind you to the reality of what God has already done. You are chosen, beloved, and heaven has confirmed your victory. The battle has been won, the promise has been spoken, and the blessing is on its way to you now. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, the angels are still rejoicing over the victory won for you last night." The heavens shook as the power of God moved with authority, and your name was spoken in the courts of heaven. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Decrees were written, blessings were released, and chains that had bound your destiny were shattered forever. This is not just another moment, it is the beginning of a divine season where God's promises will unfold before your very eyes. If you believe you are stepping into your breakthrough, comment 777 to affirm your faith. Last night, a shift occurred that changed everything concerning your life. I stood with the army of angels as we waged war for your destiny. The enemy tried to steal your blessings, close your doors, and silence your prayers, but God declared victory in your name. His hand moved with power, overturning every assignment formed against you. You are standing today because heaven fought for you when you could not fight for yourself. You have been preserved because your calling is greater than your battles. Beloved, the scrolls of heaven were opened, and God reviewed the promises He spoke over you long before you were born. With His voice, He commanded blessings to be released into your hands. Prayers you thought were forgotten have been answered. The dreams you thought were buried are being resurrected.